Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am going to do a very almost personal video about how I feel about before and after photos. There are a lot of people who feel very negatively about before and after photos where it makes them insecure and upset and unhappy with themselves or unhappy with how that's going to affect other people. There are a lot of people who are really happy about those before and after photos, those things that make people being inspired. And so I wanted to kind of put my own personal spin on it. I wanted to talk to you guys about before and after photos. So let's start with how I felt when I was, I hate to say, but obese. I was almost 300 pounds. And I had gotten on the train of, hey, you should be proud of your body, and you should. Like, I'm not even against that. I feel like everybody should be proud of their own body, or at least should be happy with their body, and if they're not, they should be working towards happiness towards whatever body type they are trying to get to. And for me, my happiness was trying to get towards a body style or body type that I could participate in my daughter's daily activities. I mean, I was having trouble walking up one flight of stairs. So, I initially started following, a lot of different body positivity, even like, plus size haul girls. And while I respect a lot of them, to be fair, I really do, like, it takes a great amount of courage to just put yourself out there and just be completely comfortable. I am not even there with my own self at the size I am. And that's not societal, that's just me. Like, I just physically don't feel like okay with putting that out there. But, there are a lot of women out there who are overweight, who are in what is clinically considered obese positions. And I want to make sure that I'm obviously being sensitive towards them, because I'm not trying to like push you guys under the gutter. I was there, I felt that. But on the other hand, like, here I am, this is October, so I am 10 months into, well, actually I'm 9 months because I started at the end of January. I'm 9 months into the keto diet, and girls, I get to eat bacon. I know that's like a joke, but like I do. I have not had an issue with the amount of calories I consume. I've felt very physically fit and very satisfied as far as what I'm eating. And what's kind of cool is like there's just a lot of people who are coming out in a lot of restaurants and a lot of local bakeries that are coming out with like these options for people who are on this type of diet. And my blood pressure's gone down. Like, there's just so many things that have been as a positive result for my diet. So, all right, that's my little segue to before and after pictures. When I was a almost 300 pound woman and I saw before and after pictures, there was a part of me that felt defeated. In all honesty, there was a part of me that felt like I wasn't good enough. I physically didn't feel good enough. I mentally didn't feel good enough. I was just this shell of a person that wasn't good enough for society. Like, I really wasn't. And that wasn't the before and after pictures intentions. And I don't really think that that's what anybody is doing when they're trying to put that out there. They're trying to put their success out there. And I see that now, being someone who's on the opposite side of it, being someone who's like, hey, look at these pictures, look at this is my before and after picture, and like, look what I've done, you could do this too. That I think this is why, or what sparked this whole video, was I want to be able to tell people who have both been in the situation where they're, overweight or feel like they're unhealthy, feel like they're not in the body style that they want to be in. Again, I'm not one to judge on weight. I can just tell you how I felt. I can tell you how I physically felt. I can tell you how I physically looked. But coming from someone who was at a point where they were almost 300 pounds and, hid from cameras. I mean, I'm telling you, like, my before pictures, they're limited because I hid from cameras. So being from someone who looked at, like, before and after pictures and making it feel like you're not succeeding or you're not doing your best, to being someone who's posted before and after pictures of success, my biggest advice for anybody is don't take somebody else's success as your failure. I didn't do that. I didn't look at these before and after pictures from point A to point B and think, like, I'm in a failure. When I decided to go on the keto diet, I decided to do it to health and make myself feel better personally. I didn't do it to make myself look good for my husband. I didn't do it to make my daughter happy or my parents happy. It was a trial thing for like maybe a week. I was like, oh, I'll see if I can possibly do this, like 20 carbs a day thing. I'm not even sure that it's even possible. But then there's all these extra benefits that came from it, like not being tired in the afternoon, not feeling like mentally defeated. Like there were just other benefits that just seemed to kind of trickle in. So 4 weeks in, here I am counting my carbs and my calories. 6 weeks in, here I am forcing myself to go, hey, Jackie, you're not actually even eating as much food as you need to eat. So I had to go, okay, I need to put a little bit more fat in. I need to put a little bit more of this in to get my calories. Because for some reason, the keto diet satiated me. It made me feel full. It made me feel satisfied, and enough that I was not snacking in the middle of the day going, I want some chips. I want this. I want that. And so my diet changed my lifestyle. But the biggest portion of what I'm trying to say here is before and after pictures didn't change my lifestyle. The before and after pictures when I was heavy were hard to look at and were devastating, mentally devastating. So I absolutely 100% understand how some women feel defeated when they look at those types of things. And I 100%, as someone who's been in somewhat of a success story, can look at that and go, hey guys, I really want to share this because it's motivating some. So ultimately, what I want to say is before and after photos are just like every other, positive, negative post, right? I had this awesome sandwich. It was great. It didn't even affect me. Or I had this awesome, ice cream from a local ice cream place, and they did a keto ice cream, and it was, great. Or I had this, had a couple days off and it was bad, and I overate, and I did this. My biggest thing is I would love everybody to take all of these things with a small grain of salt. So take the positive before and after photos with a grain of salt. They're not everybody. They may not be even doing anything as strict as you're doing. And take the people who are trying to be body positive with a grain of salt. Health-wise, obviously putting yourself into a position where you're a bit more healthy is the preference, right? Which would mean being able to handle every day-to-day tasks, walking up downstairs, that kind of stuff, like general mobility, that kind of stuff. I am obviously not a trainer or someone who's looking after anyone's general physical fitness, but mentally I can tell you I've been on both sides of the spectrum, and I feel a whole lot better being on the side that I'm in now. And I wish and I want to give as much advice as I can to people who are on this side of that spectrum. So I'm going to wrap up this video. I try to keep them under 10 minutes. So thank you for joining me, and feel free to leave comments below. Feel free to, like or unlike the video. Basically, just want you guys to enjoy my channel, and let me know if there's anything you have questions on or you want to follow us on. So, good night, my beautiful keto fam. Bye.